Okay students, let us start the revision of chemistry for final exam. First question which we will take here, that is, a solution is prepared by adding 2 gram of a substance A to 18 gram of water. So we have to calculate the mass percent of the solute. What is solute here? 2 gram. And what is solvent here? 18 gram of water. So first we will solute 2 gram and solvent 18 gram. We will add them. Why? To find the mass of solution. Because solution is equal to solute plus solvent. So we will write the formula. Mass percent of A is equal to mass of A divided by mass of solution into 100. Mass of A is given to us 2 upon, we have added both of them, so it is 20 into 100. When you will calculate, it is 10%. So mass percent of A is 10. Clear? Second question we will take, that is, calculate the molarity of NaOH in the solution prepared by dissolving its 4 gram in enough water to form 500 ml of the solution. So what we will do here, we will write formula of molarity. Before we find the formula of molarity, we will find the molecular mass of NaOH. So let me find here, molecular mass of NaOH is equal to NaOH is equal to 23, that is sodium, plus oxygen 16 plus H1. So it will be 40 gram per mole. 40 gram per mole. Clear? 23 plus 16 plus 1 is equal to 40 gram per mole. After calculating this, we will find the formula of molarity. So molarity is equal to mass of solute divided by its molecular mass into volume of solution in liter. See carefully. Volume of solution in liter. Correct? So we will write here mass of solute. What is the mass of solute given? Mass of solute, how much NaOH is there? 4 gram. As you see, it is 4 gram NaOH. So we will write 4. What is molecular mass we found? That is 40. What is the volume of the solution? So volume of solution is given 500. So let it be 500. It is in ml, so let us convert it into liter, because volume has to be in liter. So we will write 4 upon 40 into 500 upon 1000. So 4 10 ja 40, 500 2 ja 1000, 2 5 ja 10, 1 upon 5 is equal to 0.2 molar. Understood, beta? Next question we will take, that is, the wavelength range of the visible spectrum extends from violet to red. Express these wavelengths in frequencies. So first we have to write the formula for wavelength and frequency. So we all know that nu is equal to c by lambda. C is the speed of light and lambda is the wavelength. So let me write here. So I will write here formula nu is equal to c by lambda, where c is equal to velocity of light. So c we will write c is equal to 3 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second. Okay, and divided by, what is lambda given here? First lambda is 400 nanometer. So we will write here 400. It is in nanometer, so let us convert into meters. So 400 into 10 raised to power minus 9 meter. This we have calculated. Now 8 plus 9 17 and 3 divided by 400. So let me divide 3 by 400. So 3 it is 0.0075. So we will write here 0.0075 into 10 raised to power 17. So let me put point here, 7.5 into 10 raised to power 1, 2, 3. So 14. And it is frequency. So what will be the unit here, beta? Hertz or second inverse. Both are correct. C means velocity of light. So 3 into 10 raised to power 8 divided by 400 into 10 raised to power minus 9. Let us divide. It will come 7.5 into 10 raised to power 14 hertz. Second lambda we will find out. Same formula we will use. So is equal to second lambda, that is second wavelength. Second frequency number 2 is equal to C by lambda. So C is again 3 into 10 raised to power 8 divided by second frequency is second wavelength is 750 nanometer. So we will write here 750 into 10 raised to power minus 9. Again 3 divided by 750. Let me do 3 divided by 750. It is 0.004. 0.004 into 10 raised to power 17. Same way. So it is 4.0 into 10 raised to power 14 hertz. Clear? In this way, we have converted the lambda, that is wavelength, into frequency. Okay. Now let us go for the next sum. Next question is, write the electronic configuration of chromium, zinc and copper. Atomic number of chromium is 24. This we have to remember. Till 50, all the atomic numbers with the elements we will remember. Zinc is 30 and copper is 29. So let me show you how to write chromium. We will write here chromium 24 is equal to, we will write 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6. It is 18, till 18 I have written. Then 18 and 2, 20. But as I know that half filled and completely filled d orbitals are more stable, so we will write here one electron from 4s will go to 3d and it will become 3d5, because we have read that half filled and completely filled orbitals are more stable. So it is half filled, 3d5 means half filled. So it is the exceptional case, so we will write it star mark where we will fill the d orbital. Okay, so star mark chromium 24, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d5, 4s1. Or else we can also write it like this: argon, nearest inert gas, argon, that is 18, 3d5, 4s1. Clear? After writing this, we will write here zinc. Zinc 30. So zinc 30. I will write here 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2 and 3d10. Why? Because we see that 18 plus 2, 20, 4s2 is 20 and this 30. So this is the electronic configuration of zinc. Then again another exception, that is copper. Copper 29. Copper 29 will be written like chromium only. Here again half filled and completely filled theory will be applied. You see 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s1 and 3d10. Why? Because it would have been written 3d9 4s2, but as we see by taking 3d10 it will be more stable, so it will be written as 3d10 4s1. In this way all the configurations are written. Copper and chromium we will put the star mark and they are exceptions. Okay. Now go for the next question. The next question is, which of the following are isoelectronic species? Isoelectronic means number of electrons should be same. So sodium plus, K plus, Mg2 plus. First let me write here sodium plus. So it will be sodium is 11. Therefore sodium plus sodium ion will be written as, how many electrons would be there? 10. Similarly potassium K plus. So potassium is 19. 19 minus 1 is 18. Then third one is Mg2 plus. Mg2 plus. So you can explain, children. Mg2 plus is 12. 12 minus 2 is 10. Then Ca2 plus. So how to write Ca2 plus? Ca2 plus is calcium is 20. 20 minus 2, that is 18. S2 minus. S2 minus. Sulfur is 16. 16 plus 2. 2 minus is there, so 2 we will add here. 16 plus 2 electron, that is 18. Argon. Argon we know it is already 18. So now we can make the groups. So how many are in isoelectronic series? Na plus and Mg2 plus. They two are isoelectronic. We will write here answer. Na plus and Mg2 plus are isoelectronic. Na plus and Mg2 plus, they both are having 10 electrons, so they will be isoelectronic. And what are left? K plus, again you write here, and K plus, comma, which else is there? K plus is 18, Ca2 plus, it is also 18, sulfur 2 minus, it is also 18, and argon is already 18. So they are isoelectronic. Isoelectronic. Got, children? So whatever is the number, if plus charge is there, you remove the electron. If minus charge is there, you add the electron. And you can find what species are isoelectronic. So sodium plus and Mg2 plus is isoelectronic, and K plus, Ca2 plus, S2 minus, and argon, they are isoelectronic. Next question is, what is the IUPAC name of elements having atomic number 112 and 120? In your textbook, you must have seen that for the atomic numbers 100 and above, IUPAC has derived a special nomenclature, that is by providing the symbols for the number. So if I want to write 112, it will be written as, for 1 it is written UN. Again one more n is there, 1 is there, so UN. And 2, for 2 it is bi. And IUM will be the suffix everywhere, so bium. Bium. And its symbol will be UUB. UUB symbol. Though its official name is copernicium. Official name is copernicium. Okay? And symbol will be Cn. IUPAC official name is copernicium and Cn. But here we are asked only how to represent it in nomenclature, IUPAC nomenclature. So answer will be bium. Similarly, if I would be given 120, so what I will write? For 1 for 2 by, by, फिर 0 के लिए nil, so unbinylium. Let me write here 120, it is for 1, by for 2, and 0 के लिए nil, and IUM will be the suffix. So unbinylium. Clear, beta? Unbium and unbinylium. Next question is, the Lewis dot structure representation of CO, H2O and C2H4. So let me show you first CO. CO means carbon monoxide. CO. Let me write here. How many electrons are there? Carbon outermost orbit 4 electrons, and oxygen outermost orbit 6 electrons. Okay. So 4 plus 6, total how many electrons are there? 10 electrons. 10 electrons means 5 pairs of electrons. 5 pairs of electrons. So we have to adjust 5 pairs around CO so that octet should be completed. Okay. 4 Carbon outermost orbit 4 electrons. Oxygen outermost orbit 6 electrons. Total 10 electrons of outermost orbits. They are making 5 pairs. So 5 pairs we have to adjust so that the octet should be completed. So let me write here C and O. First step is to make the single bond between these two. If you will adjust all the 5 pairs to make the octet complete, you will find that there is triple bond existing between carbon and oxygen, and one lone pair each will be left. So 1 pair, 2 pair, 3 pair, 4 pair, 5 pair, and both are having their octet completed. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Similarly here also 8. So octet is completed. So this will be the structure of CO. Clear? Second one we will write, that is after CO it is H2O. So how to write H2O? Let me show you. B. H2O, so I will write here H and O here. How many electrons are there? In oxygen it is 6 electrons. Oxygen 6 electrons. Hydrogen 1 electron. So 1 plus 1 2, 2 plus 6 8. 8 electrons. In 8 electrons how many pairs would be formed? 4 pairs. 8 electron means 4 pairs. 4 pairs we have to adjust so that octet as well as for hydrogen this duet should be completed, क्योंकि hydrogen can be only like helium, so 2 ही हो सकते हैं उसके पास. So let us make first one bond. First step is to make the 1-1 bond. So hydrogen is now having 2 electrons. And what about oxygen? Oxygen 1 pair, 2 pair, 3 pair and 4 pair. So you can see both octets are completed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They both have shared. Covalent bond is existing here, and Lewis dot structure, this is the representation. So hydrogen will be having like this, and oxygen will be like this. You can see oxygen is also having 8 electrons and hydrogen is having 2 electrons, because hydrogen cannot have more than 2 electrons while making the bond. So both duplet or duet and octet are completed. Same way we will write C2H4. C2H4. Carbon outermost orbit 4 electrons, so 4 2s are 8 plus 4 12 electrons. 12 electron means 6 pairs. 6 pairs we have to adjust. So C H4, H and H we will write here like this. One bond is compulsory to make, so let us make one bond. So hydrogen we see both are having, all the 4 hydrogens are having 2 electrons by sharing, and one bond you will place. Total 6 pairs we have to adjust. 5 pairs are already adjusted. 1 2 3 4 5. So if I put like this double bond, then I see that carbon is also having octet. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So octet of both the carbon atoms is completed. So let us draw. Then this carbon, then this carbon, if you see carefully, all the hydrogen atoms are having 2 electrons, and this is the Lewis dot symbol of C2H4. Clear? If you notice this carbon, one bond, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So in this way Lewis dot representation of this 3 compounds I have shown you. Now next revision video I will send afterwards.